Shalom, shalom. I like to start off this video by giving all honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, YAHAWADAH. Double honors to my teachers, the elders, apostles, and bishop of Great Millstone, GMS, teaching and ruling well. Salutation to the hopeful believers of the house of Israel, right, the hopeful elect, the sincere brothers and sisters who are keeping the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of their ability. All right. So I wanted to go into a quick little lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Lord willing, this will be edifying. Alright? So let's get into it, man. Because the most one you have to understand that all this, as it says, for lo, I come in the volume of the book, it is written of me. Right? Roughly paraphrasing. But all this is about Yahawashi. The whole story is about Yahawashi. We're all peons. You see, we're all peons in this game of chess, which we call life. And Yahawashi is Yahweh is the mastermind behind everything, right? And he set up the good and the bad. Okay, but at the end of the day, he already gave the victory. Yahweh already set up that Yahawashi would already obtain the victory. It's already written that Yahawashi obtained the victory, right? So that's why I call this I will entitle this video Yahawashi, the conquering lion of YAHAWADAH and the Lord of hosts, because you have to understand that the Yahawashi is really a tactician. Even the fact that he's gonna come in at the last moment where all these armies, the whole army, the whole army, the whole world, World War III, Salakia. During World War III, when everyone is fighting each other, they're gonna have to stop fighting each other and turn and everyone's gonna have to go and face Yahawashi, right? And that's ultimately to show the might and the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahawashi, so the whole world can fear, right? And after that, and after Yahawashi has taken over the world, right? There's not gonna be any more doubt, man. That's how the kingdom is gonna be transferred from unrighteousness to righteousness, right? By a hostile takeover, right? All right. So let's get into it. As it says here in 2nd Ezra 6:9, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Okay. So after the reign of Esau Edom, Jacob, which represents Yahweh, which is Yahawashi and the Israelites under him, it's gonna be a righteous kingdom forever. Okay, because the only thing that makes all these kingdoms that were established and fell, they fell because of wickedness, because they weren't established under the righteousness, under the law, statutes, and commandments, which is gonna be that's why it makes the kingdom of Yahawashi different from all the other kingdoms. Even when we were in power, when we were in rulership, we fell away from these laws. It tells us, I believe in the book of Baruch, it tells us if we didn't go astray from the law, statutes, and commandments, we will still be in power, right? Roughly paraphrasing, and that's what it is. And now the fact that when Yahushua comes back and changes our body, we're gonna be under the second covenant, which is that the law, statutes, and commandments are gonna be in us. We won't be able to go off. Everything that we'll do, everything that we'll think, everything that we're gonna do is according to the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. We won't be able to go off. Okay. So that's why differentiates the kingdom of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai to the other kingdoms that were ruled by heathens, right? So it says here, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Okay, so after this kingdom, and Esau Edom won't be called tender and delicate. We'll know that that's the wicked that the Bible speaks of. The whole world is gonna know, man. You see, it says here, take the milestones and grind meal, uncover thy locks and make thy leg bare, uncover thy thigh and pass over the river. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yeah, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance. See, thy shame shall be seen, and that's ultimately the shame is really all the wickedness that they've been doing even from the beginning. People are gonna understand that Esau Edom is really Cain. These people, Esau Edom and the Edomites, the demonites, as I like to call them, Esau Edom and the demonites, they really have the spirit of Cain. And see, and that's the sin of their youth, right? That they carry. They're the murderers. They were murderers from the beginning. Right, and that's that shame that they've been trying to hide, trying to present themselves as a holy man, pure as white, you see. There's gonna be all we're gonna really understand that this is that's the bloody Hebrew. See the bloody man. You see? The man of sin, the man of wickedness, the devil that the Bible speaks of. Okay? And really why I brought this point out is for the end of the verse, which reads, I will take vengeance, I will not meet thee as a man. That's Yahawashi speaking. He's telling them, I will not meet you as a man. Okay, you will not be able to defeat me, because I'm not gonna come as a lamb now. I'm gonna come as a lion. See, the conquering lion of Judah. Yahawashi is gonna come back in all his power, okay, in all his might. As for a redeemer, the Lord of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. Okay? In Exodus 15:2, it says, the Lord is my strength and song. He is become my salvation. He is my power, and I will prepare him an habitation. My father's power, and I will exalt him. The Lord is a man of war. The Lord is his name. The Lord is a man of war. The day of vengeance is in his heart, man. Okay? So there's a time when even like I was saying before, that the fact that he's waiting for that moment when World War III sets up, it's all like a big movie. You know how there's a climax, the highest point of interest where all the action is at, and just as it says, in the fullness of its sufficiency, just when Isa Edom thinks that everything's gonna go according to his plan, Yahushua is gonna pull up with the right hook, right? Just when he's about to complete the whole plan, as he thinks that he's gonna finish to do his wickedness, his what's it called? Their enterprise is set with success, but it's really gonna be a failure, because Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua is gonna step in at the last moment, when he's not even expected. Like in the movie, like I was saying, superheroes, they pull up at the last moment, and they save the day. What? I don't know, brothers, they watch Dragon Ball, man, but Dragon Ball Z, when you think that everything's done, Goku pulls up and he saves everyone. He becomes a Super Saiyan out of nowhere, you see, and he saves everyone. The mighty, even the mightiest enemies, they bow down to Goku because he's too much. You see, and that's the same way that Yahushua is gonna pull up, man. And the fact that he's not gonna come in as a man, as I said before. So your guns, Esau's blessing is really not gonna work, man. In the fact that Yahushua gave that blessing to as Isaac. Yahushua as Isaac gave that sword onto Esau. Okay, so that's why even more that's not gonna work against him. Okay, shall the sword talk back against him that heweth it? Roughly paraphrasing. Okay, and again, you have to understand the because yes, Yahushua is merciful. Yes, Yahushua is forgiving. But you also have to remember that he is an austere man. He is an austere man, and he's a man of war. Okay, so Yahushua is not to be messed with. But these people really think that when he comes back, Ronald Reagan said if there's an enemy that comes from space, we're all gonna come together and fight him. So they really think that they can go against Yahushua, and that's madness. You see, it says here in Luke 19:21. Pertaining to Yahawashi and how he's austere. Okay, it says here, I fear thee because thou art an austere man. Thou takest up that thou layest not down. Salakia. Thou takest up that thou layest not down, and reapest that thou did not sow. And he said unto him, out of thine own mouth will I judge thee, thou wicked servant. Thou knewest that I was an austere man, taken up that I laid not down, and reaped that I would not sow. Wherefore then give not thou my money unto the bank, that at my coming I might have required my own with usury. And he said unto them that stood by, take from him the pound, and give it unto him that had 10 pounds. And they said unto him, Lord, he had 10 pounds. And it says, for I say unto you, that everyone which hath shall be given, and for him that had not, even that he had shall be taken away from him. That you can put that with the parable of the 10 virgins. The 10 virgins, 5 of them were wise, 5 were foolish. And as he said, if you don't have this wisdom, if you do not push forth, put in work to produce fruit, so Yahushua can see that you're actually with the knowledge that he gave you, because that faith is a gift. So the fact that Yahushua gave you all, Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua gave you all this knowledge, and you're not using it, you're not producing anything with it, you're not putting your hand to the plow, you're gonna be judged for it, man. You know. And it says here, but furthermore, the next verse, this is really what I wanted to bring out. It says here, Luke 19:27, but those mine enemies, which were not that I should reign over them, bring them hither and slay them before me. All right. So that's the mentality of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. That's the mentality of Yahushai, man. He's not coming to play buddies. You know, it tells you when he comes back on Revelation 1, I believe near the 20th verse, when Yahushai comes back, even those that pierced him are gonna see him, man. And why did it say that? Because Yahushua remembered, man. He remembers their faces. It's been 2,000 years, and every single day he remembers who they are. He knows their spirit, right? So even the fact that when he comes back, these people are gonna have a enlightenment that, yeah, oh, I was the one that spat in his face. I was the one that spat in his face. I was the one that gave him vinegar to drink. I was the one that was whipping him. You know, I was the one that mocked him, this and that. You know, they're gonna remember that, man. You see? And then that's the fear, man. They're gonna fall, man. Then they see Yahushua pulled up in his spiritual body, they're gonna give up the ghost, and Yahushua is gonna bring their spirit right back into them, man, so they can feel that fire, so they can go through hell, man. You see? So it says here in 1 Corinthians 15:24, then cometh the end, when he shall have delivered up the kingdom to the Most High, even the Father, when he shall have put down all rule and authority and power. Okay, so when Yahushua is gonna come and defeat all these other kingdoms, he's gonna set up the kingdom of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. For he must first reign till he put all enemies under his feet. The last enemy that shall be destroyed is Esau. Okay, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it, as I was saying before. Okay, so the last enemy that's gonna be put down is Esau, is death, because Esau is a representation of death, because everywhere he goes, he brings forth ways that are adverse to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, because he loves death himself. Okay, he is as death and cannot be satisfied. You see, it says here, for he had put all things under his feet, but when he said all things are put under him, it is manifest that he is accepted, which did put all things under him. And when all things shall be subdued unto him, then shall the Son also himself be subject unto him that put all things under him, that the Most High be in all. You see, that's ultimately, so the people, the fear of the Most High might be in all, man. Okay, when Yahushua comes back and puts all these wicked kingdoms under his feet, you know, takes the crown of those kingdoms, and those people are gonna realize, man, that's the power. We've erred in the way of righteousness. The Son of Righteousness has not rise up upon us. You see, these people are gonna realize that they went off their whole life. Their parents have taught them the wrong way, man. You see, they're gonna they'll be ashamed. You know, they'll be terrorized. They'll be fearing, and then they're gonna come to realize that these are the people. This is the one that we have to follow. And then they're gonna get in line. Okay. It says in Philippians 2:9, wherefore the Most High also had highly exalted him, and given him a name which is above every name, that at the name of Yahushua every knee should bow, the things in heaven and the things in earth, the things under the earth, and that every tongue should confess that Yahushua HaMashiach is Lord, the glory of the Father, the glory of the Most High, the Father. You see, as I said before, man, everyone's going to have to bow down. Everyone's going to have to acknowledge that, yes, this is the power of Israel, the power that created heaven and earth. And there is no other God, man. You see? It says here in Revelation pertaining to the war, okay? It says here in Revelation 19:12, pertaining to World War III. Revelation 19:12. His eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns, and he had a name written that no man knew but himself. That him, which is the name that he's gonna have, the Yahushai. These people don't know the name, you see, but we know the name, you see, because the Yahushai as it says, has revealed the name of the Father. He's revealed his name unto those that follow him. So those that are with him since the beginning, they know his name, right? If you're predestinated to be in this truth, man, you must know the name too. You see? Yeah, come on. You see? You see? And so it says here, the fact that Yahushua has many crown on his head, why is that? Because he defeated all these other kingdoms when he pulled up. When Yahushua pulls up with the chariots, man, he's gonna defeat all these other kingdoms. You know, it's madness, man. It's nothing for him to destroy everything. And he could do it now. He could do it in 10 days. But we know for sure that when he, like I said before, it has to be a big scene. Salvation is gonna be a global event, so everyone will have to know, man. See, for everyone to bow down at the name of Yahawashi, everyone will have to witness the power, right? Yahawashi really has to instill the fear of the Most High in the heart of every living creature, man. So everyone knows that there's no other power, as I said before, man. Everything is for a purpose, right? So the purpose that Yahawashi is keeping it, keeping his entrance for the finale is really to show the people that after him there is no other power. Okay. So it says here, and the armies which were in heaven, Salakia, verse 13, and he was clothed and vested, Salakia, and he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, and his name is the word of the Most High, and his name is called the word of the Most High. And the armies which were in heaven followed upon him, upon white horses, clothed in fine linen, white and clean, representing righteousness. I mean, those are the angels, the chariots. And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that with it he should smite the nations, and he shall rule over them with a rod of iron. He shall rule them with a rod of iron, and he threaded the winepress of the fierceness of the wrath of the Almighty. And he had on a vesture and on his thigh a name written, King of Kings, Lord of Lords. And why is that? Because he knocked out every other nation, man. You can go into Psalms 83, man. The confederacy of Isa Edom and on down, man. All these other kingdoms, man. The Lord put them down, man. Just so they can understand that He is the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, man. Okay. It says here in Revelation 12:7, and there was a war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought against his angels. You see, pertaining to the chariots, are going to fight against Isa Edom and his army, the military, these other nations, and prevailed not. And neither was there a place found any more in heaven. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceived the whole world. And he was cast down, and he was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. So all the people that are siding with the society, all these people that are fighting side by side with Isa Edom, you're gonna be destroyed with him. Okay. And again, as I was saying before, man, he's gonna be revealed as being the devil that the Bible speaks of. The Lord said the following. There's gonna be a following way first, and then the son of perdition has to be revealed. And this is what's ultimately, when Yahushua comes back, there's not going to be any doubt, man. The so-called white man, Isa Edom, is the devil that the Bible speaks of for all the deceitfulness that he's been pushing for the world, man. You see? So he was given the mouth to speak great blasphemy. He's a vagabond from the beginning, and through his deceit, to his weaponry, he's been able to put the world in subjection and lie to the whole world. And the people not real. And when Yahushua comes back, the people are going to realize it, man. Okay? And it says here, and I heard a loud voice in heaven saying, now is come salvation, and the strength and the kingdom of our power, the power of his Hamashiach, for the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before the Most High day and night. That's another reason too. Under this wicked society, man, our people, man, they're lost. They're dry bones, as it pertains to Ezekiel 37. We're dry bones, man. Before you're even in this truth, man, you're walking around thinking that you're a nigger. Thinking that you're Mexican, thinking that you're whichever other nation that they Jamaican or whatever byword and proverbs that you think you are, man. Think you're a gangster, this and that, but no, man. You see, day and night, man. The Isa Edom is gonna push all sorts of wickedness, and then he's gonna point the finger. You see, he's gonna make our woman abort and go against the man. He's gonna push all sorts of abominations in the food, make everything that is unlawful to eat a luxury, a delicacy, and make it sound like it's good, but it's really an abomination to eat those things. You see, shrimp, crab, and all these other things, and our people, they love it, man. They love the ways of the wicked. The ways of the wicked seduces them. You see, But when Yahawashi comes back, he's gonna put all this thing to the garbage, man. Okay, wickedness is gonna be out the window, man. Because when Yahawashi is here, man, there's no more time to play. As I said, it's a North Steer man, a man of war. He said, and those my enemies that would not wish that I would reign over them, bring them hither and slay them. The Lord's not here to talk, man. When Yahushua comes back, it's to establish righteousness on the earth. And when that happens, there's not going to be any place for wickedness, man. Isa Edom is going to be here just to rebuild the kingdom, and then to be used as an example of what happens when you fuck with the Israelites, right? When you touch the apple of the eye of the Lord, that's what happened. And then the people are going to be in fear, okay? Because right before that, because right now Isa Edom is in power, but when the other nations are gonna see Isa Edom back in the natural estate, how he is, the basis of men, the people are gonna fear us, man. The same people that thought that Jesus Christ was the way, they're gonna look at us, they're gonna understand, man. Okay, yo, Isa Edom is actually a wicked man, and these people, they have the right way. We have to walk after their way, man. We have to go to them to learn the ways of the Lord, lest we be destroyed, man. You see? Because we're going to have power in that day, man. Okay? Through YAHAWASHI. So again, another version of this war. You know that, so the few precepts that I brought before was just imagery of what is going to happen in World War III. Okay? So now it says here in 2nd Ezra 13:5, this is another explanation of what will happen. It says here, after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea, which is Yahawashi. And all these men are these different armies that were once fighting against each other, that decided to go to unite themselves to fight against Yahawashi. Okay? But I beheld, and lo, he was graved up himself. But I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain. This is a huge chariot, man. And flew up upon it, but I would have seen the region or place whereout the hill was graven, but I cannot, because that chariot is gonna be so huge. As I said before, the Yahawashi's appearance is gonna be a worldwide event. This chariot is gonna be so huge that the whole world will be able to see it, man. You know, these people, we talk about the strangeness of her salvation, Wisdom of Solomon 5. Okay, these people is gonna be so far out what they even imagine. Even what we're thinking right now is not even to be compared to what's really going to happen, man. The Lord is out there, man, and like I'm saying, He's gonna make a big scene when He enters, man. It's the Lord, man, the one we've been waiting for, man. You see, the one that has been prophesied about, man. And when He comes back, it's gonna be without question. It's gonna be the most biggest event that the whole world has been waiting for, man. You see that the creature mourneth. The creature is the earnest expectation to see the coming of the Son of Man. You see, we all deep down, man, we all want this kingdom to pass away, man. Deep down, man. Even the people that are in high places, you know, the so-called elites. You know, they know they're not supposed to be in rulership. They know all the wickedness that they're doing in the world. They know it's not supposed to be like that. Even the people, I watched a movie not too long ago. The guy was saying, you know, no, I think it was Mike Tyson. I think Mike Tyson said, I have so much money in the world, but I hate myself. I'm not happy. You know, Salakia. Mike Tyson was saying that he hates himself. He's not happy. Why is that? Why is that? You have all the money in the world. You're doing all this, but mostly he's speaking for a lot of people out there. Regardless of all the things that the materialistic things that you've gathered in the world, that's not really what's gonna give you happiness. What's gonna give you happiness? The truth shall set you free. Not your big house, not your fast car. The truth shall set you free. All right. That being said, it says here in back to 2nd Ezra. 2nd Ezra 13:8. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid. Yet there's fight. The Lord is gonna put a spirit in them to still want to go against against Yahawashi. Because it has to be a fight, man. Yahawashi has been waiting, man. So they have to put on a fight, you know. At least try, you know. So Yahawashi can show his power. At least he can do something, you know. And it says here, and lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he lifted up his hand. He neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war, but only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it has been a blast of fire, and out of his lip a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks of and tempest, and they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight. So the Lord basically hit him up with a Kamehameha wave. You see, the Lord basically hit him up with a Kamehameha wave, and then this is what happens. And fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them up everyone, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude nothing was perceived. So you see, when Gohan hit up Cell and he was disintegrated, that's basically what's gonna happen to them, man. All that you're gonna see is dust. All you're gonna see remaining of that great multitude that went up and thought that they could go against Yahawashi. All you're gonna see from them is dust, man. You know, there's not gonna be anything to bury, man. We're gonna bring back dust. We're gonna come back to the family. You know how after a war they bring back the bodies to the families, and we tell them, yeah, your son, he fought well. Nah, man, we're gonna bring back Jarius and tell him, yo, this is your son. We were defeated. This is your son, man. This is what's gonna happen to the rest of the multitude that's gonna try to go against Yahawashi. You see, but only dust and smell of smoke. Nothing was perceived. See, Salakia. So that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude, nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and the smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid. Okay. Verse 25 it reads, "This is the meaning of the vision. Whereas thou sawest a man coming up from the midst of the sea, the same is the Most High, the highest. It's like the same is he whom the Most High power had kept a great season, which by his own self shall deliver his creature, and he shall order them that are left behind." Okay, so the Lord, when he comes back, he's gonna come back to install righteousness, and he's gonna instruct the whole world. Okay, under a righteous vibration. Okay, it says here, "And whereas thou sawest that out of his mouth there came out a blast of wind and of fire and storm, and that he held neither sword nor any instrument of war, but that the rushing in of him destroyed the whole multitude that came and subdued Salakia." I'll read that again, Salakia. I get excited, because I'm seeing this in my mind, and I really want this to happen. I really want this kingdom to come to an end, man. Because after this moment, man, Yahawashi is on the scene. After this moment, we're gonna, righteousness is gonna flourish, man. You realize, man, by reading this, man, you really want to get to that point, man, because you get tired of all this way of life, the worries that come with this flesh, the worries that come with being under oppression. It tells us that oppression maketh the wise man mad. Mad, and mad as in the sense of crazy. You go crazy in this place, man. You go crazy, and it really pisses you off too. So Salaki, I'm excited, man. I'm reading this thing. It's like watching the best part of the movie. I'm watching the best part of the movie as I'm reading this. As when Yahawashi comes and destroys this wicked kingdoms, and it's like I'm seeing it with my own eyes, man. And that's another thing, man. To be a prophet, you really have to have a vision. Without a vision, the people perish. So the fact that when you're reading this thing, you really have to read it as you were there. Because even the prophets, when they were giving visions, they felt it, man. You see, Ezra just said that when I saw this, I was afraid. He was afraid, man. It's heavy, man. You see. So it says here, back to 22, 28. Second Ezra 13 and 28, and it reads, "And that he held neither sword nor any instrument of war, but that the rushing in of his destroyed but that the rushing in of him destroyed the whole multitude that came to subdue him." That is the interpretation. "Behold, the day come when the Most High will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth," pertaining to the Israelites, "and he shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell upon the earth. And an innumerable multitude shall be gathered together as thou sawest them, willing to come and to overcome him by fighting. But he shall stand upon the top of Mount Zion, and Zion shall come and shall be shewed unto all men, being prepared and builded. See, that's the hopeful elect when they're gonna come down. You see, the whole world is gonna see them. Like as thou sawest the hill graven upon without hands, and this is the man, Salaki, and this is my son, Salaki, and this my son shall rebuke the wicked invention of those nations which for their wicked life are fallen into the tempest, and shall lay before them their evil thoughts and their torment wherewith they shall begin to be tormented, which like unto a flame, and shall destroy them without labor by the law which is unto me. Okay, so and again, ultimately that's just to show and prove that Yahawashi is going to be the one to deliver us, and there's no power above Yahawashi. Ultimately, this is, like I said in the beginning, ultimately this is a setup so the whole world can have the fear of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai in them. As it says, as we had a law that said, if any man, your neighbor, your friend, your mom, your dad, anyone in Israel is telling you to go worship another god, you're supposed to not hide him. You're supposed to tell the whole village. You're supposed to tell the whole nation, yo, this guy, man, my neighbor, this, that. He's telling me to go worship Buddha. He's telling me to worship Allah. He's telling me to worship this. You know, you say that, and these people are supposed to bring him out, and you're supposed to be the first one to throw the stone. We're supposed to stone this guy to death, man. So ultimately, Yahushua is in this sense, he's gonna pull up and he's gonna destroy all these wicked kingdoms, you know, their enemies, because they deceive the whole world into following other powers, man. So these people have to be destroyed, and the other nations that are left, they're gonna be under subjection under the hopeful elect, you know, and the wicked Israelites that were destroyed with the Esau, Edom, and the rest of the wicked nations, they're gonna be brought back to the seat of the hopeful elect. Okay, so ultimately I'll end up with this: Deuteronomy 32 and 39. See now that I, even I, am He, and there is no power with me. There is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. So when Yahawashi comes, you know, it's gonna be, everything's gonna be according to the will of Yahweh. So no one's gonna be able to be delivered out of the hand of Yahawashi. If you get enrolled into World War III and you end up fighting Yahawashi, just know that you're not coming back, man. You know, because that's gonna be your lot to be destroyed from Yahawashi, man. All right. So that being said, man, I hope this lesson was edifying. Yahawashi is coming back, and he's gonna conquer. He's gonna destroy this wicked kingdom. He's gonna deliver Israel, man, in a beautiful moment of you know, like I was saying before, the climax of the story, man. And we're almost there, man. You know, the mark of the beast, you know, it's popping out. People are talking about it, you know. The brothers, the bare lessons is coming out pertaining to the mark of the beast. Every day we're getting closer and closer into the implementation of that the MOTB. And as soon as that is rolled out, you know that we're another step closer into the deliverance. All right, so keep the faith, keep pushing. You know, don't make sure that make your calling and election sure, and make sure that nothing in this world can take away your crown from you, man. Nothing in this world can be the reason why you lose your crown. Okay, if you want to reign with Yahawashi, you have to suffer with Yahawashi, man. So you have to be in a mentality to endure. All right. So that being said, man, keep the faith, man. Kwam Yashala, DT Ababa Bal, DT Ababa Bal, DT Ababa Bal, Kwam Yashala, Shalom, Shalom, Shalom. Soon.